All right, so a little bit of backstory about me. I am going to be real and vulnerable and honest in this program. And because I'm going to do that, I'm going to share some embarrassing shit about myself. It is what it is. I've already told myself that I was going to do it, and my kids convinced me that this is something that I definitely need to be doing. Every one of my friends who has kids tells me the same thing. You really need to be helping. You really need to be sharing this information. So even though it makes me a little uncomfortable sharing this stuff because it's embarrassing, I'm gonna do it anyways. And in that vulnerability and in that push through, my hope is that I show men and dads that they can do the same thing, but in a different aspect. Maybe it's showing up better for the kids. Maybe it's showing up better for themselves so they can show up better for the kids. But it doesn't really matter which one of those it is. I'm going to model vulnerability and accountability through this program. And done a lot. I've had a lot of scenarios where if I look back at the track of my life, I continually put myself in the positions to be a father figure. I love being that. I was told as a young boy, I was asked what I wanted to be when I grow up. And I said, I want to be a dad. And I'm like, okay, well, you can't get paid to be a dad. Oh, okay, well, then I have to go do something else. Then I'll just do what my dad does. I want to be, if I can't be a dad, then I'm going to be what my dad is. Because that made sense in my, seventh grade, 6-year-old head. So I really, when I look back at my dad, I really revered and feared the man um, for real reasons. And I want that from my kids in a different way because my dad my dad was a generational curse breaker in his family. And I want to be the same. He did so much better than I think that he would even admit that better than his dad was. And my goal would be that my kids are better than I am as a dad, as a human being. That's my goal for my kids. I started coaching sport. It was wrestling, and I realized my love for kids was huge. I was the head coach. I coached so many kids, and it just watching them overcome hardships and all of the perceptions that they have maybe of themselves. And as they overcome those things and they realize that they were making a bigger deal out of them than they were, I stuck with me. It became something that I enjoyed. And I really feel like kids are a gift. So there's a lot of different categories that I put myself into coaching. Um, I watch my my friends' kids for them. I'm a grandpa. I'm an uncle. I'm a dad, obviously. And under each one of those different, I guess you'd call them categories, there are a lot of lessons that I've learned in those things. But they all kind of connect to some very core values. And those core values and those core things are the things that we're going to go over in whether we do one-on-one coaching, whether we do group coaching, whether we do a course, whatever it is that you end up signing up for. My goal is that at the end of it, you have applicable things that you can take home and do right now that will quote unquote move the needle.